Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avadon 2. So, last time we had this not difficult but long fight. And we have to check out this. Well, yeah, not a big surprise, honestly. You try to turn this wheel, hoping that it will open the nearby gate. It doesn't budge. You examine the mechanism, hoping to figure out how to unlock it. It is too complicated for you to make sense of it. You take some paper and charcoal and make a rough sketch of the mechanism. Basilia might be able to make sense of it, however it is far more complicated than the first mechanism, and some of the machinery is on the other side of the west wall, where you can't see it. You do your best. And apparently I'm a terrible tinker mage. Well, let's grab the alchemical equipment that is still useful. And take a look around here. I guess I could have taken either way, huh? Yeah. Either way around. Any switches on the walls now? Whoa, okay. Wait. No, I did fight turrets along the other way. Not as many, though. Blessing pylon. I don't know. I don't know which one of these is most dangerous. Oh, we didn't quite make it. Oh, it's his turn again? Sure. Okay, let's move up as close as we can. We can do this. Huh. In fact, we were... Oh, well, this time it triggered immediately. That's okay. And we miss, of course. There we go. Easy enough. Oh, and this chest blends in pretty well. Not well enough. You take that. Scalpel. No, thank you. Well, and with that, I guess we'll exit again and talk to Basilia once more. So I'll make a quick cut there. See you in a second. There we are. I found another locked gate in the workshop. Here's a drawing of the locking mechanism. We get experience for that. Basilia eagerly takes your sketch. Another crude sketch. I'd say your drafting ability was improving, but I don't like to lie. Well, thanks. Still, I like the challenge. Give me some time and I might be able to figure out how to pick this lock. Any luck with the lock? See that mess? Okay. So, Khalida leveled up. Hey, congrats. Khalida, who made us work towards Avadon's undoing. Thanks, Khalida. Okay, what do we do? Warrior's Focus. I don't think I've ever used this. Partially reflect attack spells. Level 6 gain Battle Frenzy. Well, Battle Frenzy at will sounds pretty good. I don't know, man. Maybe I should actually... No, you know what? Triumphant Roar level 3 would be really useful, so I'm gonna at least unlock that to be able to undo charm effects on everybody just through an ability. Seems pretty good. Also, that Battle Frenzy is an ability that I like to use anyway, so improving it seems like a good idea all around. Let's leave this place. Wait. Fort Forsyth. Guess this is the shortest way. So we are looking for a bag of tools for Laria. think she told us to just ask the commander about it. And then I want to talk to Timon. See if he accepts those tools that I brought him. Ironic, isn't it? I come to deliver some tools as well as fetch some. Oh, I have what you need. Give a hoe, bells, and chisel. Okay, that was actually much easier than I expected. Timon takes the items, examines them, and nods. Yes, these will do nicely. In return, I'm sure Ayatsu would be pleased if I gave you quality equipment for your mission. He gives you a potion and a scroll. Okay, fair enough. Need anything else? I'm so glad you asked. An alchemist is coming to the fort, and she sent word ahead of what she needed: a fine ornate bowl, a beaker, and a pipe. I think the last one is for amusement. If you can get these things together, I will compensate you fairly for your time. Right, an ornate bowl, a beaker, and a pipe. Again, pretty mundane things, except maybe for the ornate bowl. Aren't ornate bowls something that I can also sell? Because if so, that means that I've probably sold quite a few of them. Okay. Anyway, Yannick leveled up. Let's take care of that real quick. I guess we'll go with more endurance, right? Can certainly use some more health. So what was I unlocking here? Corrupting Cloud? Did I want to grab that? Oh, I can't. I can only level that up to level 5 anyway. Well, I guess in that case, gonna have to start working from the very bottom. Sure. Guess I'm gonna put this up to 7 to give him way better magic resistance. Should help somewhat with his survivability. Okay. A beaker, a pipe, and an ornate bowl. Try to keep that in mind. Hi, Etsu. I came here to recover some tools for Ilaria. Ayatsu looks annoyed. They aren't her tools. They are ours. She only claims them. We need them. She's going to need to make the sacrifice. They're in the cellars, and they will stay. There they will stay. Okay. Nothing else I can ask about? Or nothing else I can say in that matter? Interesting. Is there anything I can do for you while I'm here? At this moment, no? Okay. Well, in the cellars, you say. Is this the way down? No, wait. The way down is here, but it's closed. Right, the cellars, where something suspicious is going on. I guess there were several possible entrances to that. I mean, obviously I'm gonna try and steal those for her. Whoops, clicked outside the window once more, because why not? This is stairway. Wait, here? Where the bed is? Yes, okay. Weird. Laria's defenses, okay. Thanks for marking that on my map. Wait, I can't. Oh no. Oh, because this gate is in the way? Oh, except I could easily open it. Sure, I mean, I must have been down here before. Yeah, right. Okay, I guess the locker is full of tools. There's a lot of hammers, picks, and tinker mage gear. Nothing that seems useful to you. No, of course not. Yeah, I guess I commented on that when we found it the first time. At the bottom of the locker you find a satchel. Inside it you find the tools Ilaria described to you. You take them. Right, I mean, it doesn't look like they're being actively used here anyway. So I don't feel too bad about just taking them. I don't know what's going on, or what was going on between Laria and Etsu. Maybe they just don't like each other. Okay. Looking for mundane stuff. Was it a beaker? A pipe. Definitely seen pipes. Beaker is probably, it's just, you know, not stuff you normally pay very much attention to. So I guess I'm done in this general area. So, well, I mean, it doesn't take a long time to return to Avadon, so might as well. Right. So we can at least go back and give those tools to Laria. And then maybe I'm gonna make a little tour of Avadon, seeing if I can't find those unrequested. No, can't take any of these. Right, Laria. And then, once all of this optional stuff is done, actually, I need to be over here. Once all of that stuff is done, I also have a couple of level ups to take care of. I'm going to return to the corruption, right? Monitor base C. And continue going after Miranda? Miranda. I have your equipment. She goes through the bag, inspecting each item with care. Excellent. All there, all maintained. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. She reaches into a pouch and produces another scarab for you. Last one I have, I'm afraid. Thank you again. You have helped to make Avadon stronger. Okay, anything else I can do for you? Not really, but if I hear you've traveled somewhere exciting, I might have ideas. Out of scarabs, though. Okay. Level up, yay. And Scarab of Evasion. Oh, also, right. I don't know what scroll I got. I got an Elixir of Battle, apparently. Can I give that to Kalita? Scroll must have been one, well, either a group heal or a speed burst scroll, I suppose. Scarab of Evasion, hostile effect resistance and mind effect resistance. Huh. Sure, I mean, it's better to have that than some kind of ability that I never use. So, I'll see about equipment and level ups. I'm gonna pause the recording for a moment and meet you back once all of that stuff is sorted out. And we are back in Fort Forsyth. I did in fact look around Avadon some more, and I ended up finding all the required items. The pipe, honestly, I'm not entirely sure where I found that one. It was somewhere on Avadon's main floor, I'm pretty sure. I just, you know, went into every single room, looked into everyone's chests and drawers, and I found it. It wasn't even marked as stealing, so. And I've actually ended up finding both a beaker and the ornate bowl, which I'm most happy about. Down in Nicodemus's workshop, where I managed to anger his pet infernals. But yeah, got all of those pretty quickly, actually. So, here's a pipe, a beaker, and an ornate bowl. Timon takes them. After a brief examination to verify quality, he nods and stuffs them into a sack. Well, that's one fewer eye who will be yelling at me. Your rewards are a bow and an enchanted stone. Okay. Honestly, I think Ayatsu wanted me to give those to you right away for your mission and all, but she also told me to do what I needed to do to get equipment. I hope you're not mad. Right. I suppose I'm wondering if you need anything else? No, everything's fine now. Okay. Really? Wait. Scavenger hunt. I don't see that quest anymore. It seems to be actually completed for good. Okay, we found. Oh wait, did we get several stones? Emerald runestone. Right. This one is Dex one, also very nice. Incanter's bow. Oh. Wait, who can use that? Mages can, I guess. Extra magical damage. Well, 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 well. Not only does it deal decent damage, but it gives you extra magical damage. So, there you go. Pretty sweet. Well, that was worth it. Absolutely. What else? What else is there? Well, while looking around Avadon, I also talked to Khalida once more about what happened during her quest, and, well, what was it? She asked me to help her... I don't know, what's the right word? Wow. Well, she was still locked, of course, because, obviously, all of what we didn't really help her at all. But she said that she couldn't even think about whether what we did was the right thing, or whether what Avadon did to her was right. And I said to her that I thought doing that to a person is never justified. And she said, yeah, for Avadon's good. I don't know. What was it she said? Oh, I completely forgot to give those extra arcane scrolls I found to the record keeper. Well, I guess I can give them to him as well. Right, I guess I must have gotten some money out of it. So she ended up agreeing with me basically that however Avadon tried to justify its actions with, you know, pleasing a minor, a minor bureaucrat in a minor town in the Farlands, or on the border of the Farlands, was never worth what they did to her. And yeah, well, it didn't really seem important enough to show that on camera, so I didn't. Wait, am I right here? Corruption portal, yes. So since we have plenty of time left in this episode, I'm gonna return there. I think we're pretty much good on tying up all the loose ends. This should lead to Monitor Base C, yes. Yes, indeed. Right. There were plenty of quests that we got here earlier that we couldn't fully complete, that are still in our quest log, so maybe we'll advance some of those, or even finish them. We'll see. Actually, where? Oh, well, I guess since I'm here, anything I can hunt for you? Maybe. Oh, one of Garrick's patrols just got back. They said that if you leave the base, head south and watch the west wall of the valley, you'll see a spot where something has been digging. A big hole dug out fast by something with huge claws. I don't have the soldiers to investigate something like that, but you're here. If you can find the place and see what is there, I can pay you well. Okay, cool. I didn't expect that. I guess that's the... whoops, wrong button. That's the wrong button, yes. That's the... Hunting the Swarms quest? Yeah, southwest of the base, okay. Try to remember that. She was the one who wanted... Right, she wants corrupted materials. As well as drake skins. I guess I found one more drake skin, that's not enough. What did Machi want? Oh, right, Zephyr sightings. Oh, there have been. Scouts recently tracked a trader to near Monitor Base D. You went there to hunt that trader, correct? Anyway, they sighted a Zephyr wandering the wilds near there. Please speak with it, and learn what it wants. Right, what if it's hostile? Destroy it. You will probably need to anyway. Right. Why was the Zephyr there? No idea. We don't know what creates them or why they go where they go. What did the scouts do when they saw it? The wise thing. They ran away. Okay. Obviously I'm supposed to do the not wise thing and not run away. Fair enough. Oh. There's also this part of the base that I never got to explore fully. Let's talk to the commander first. Commander Ophira. You sit with the commander. She has tea brought while you discuss the situation with her. She's very careful and guarded when talking to a hand of Avadon, which is far from unusual. You try to estimate how old she is. Wait, this is all old dialogue. You think she's in her 30s, but exposure to the corruption has aged her. Her skin is dry and cracked, and she moves as if every one of her muscles is sore. Right, Avadon has sent me. They heard that you know where Miranda has gone. Indeed. Though we have few scouts to spare, I have sent them into the region around Monitor Base D. We were looking for signs of your traitor, and we think we found them. You won't be happy about it, though. Where is she? We can't be sure, but we found tracks. They're near the lair of the dragon Vardigras. She may have gone to the bitter old drake for help or supplies. She marks a location on my map. Okay. Be careful there. The drake has not bothered us in the past, but if Miranda can't turn him against us... Ophira shakes her head. So, dragons live in the corruption? They love it. The dark magic here doesn't bother them, and they get privacy from humans and wretches and other such pests. Most of the living dragons are here. Fortunately, they tend to keep to themselves. Tell me about Vardigras. An old specimen, very powerful, lived in the corruption for recorded history. He may even have been here before the corruption was. What is the creature like? Never met him, but I've heard reports. A bitter, cranky creature, but he has never been hostile or violent. We keep our distance and give him his privacy, and things have been fine. But if a clever traitor like Miranda finds a way to influence him, who knows what could happen? How can I get help from a dragon? There is only one way. Bribery. Threats and flattery don't work. The pack gets help from dragons by offering things. Wealth, land, influence, help. What am I allowed to offer the dragon? Allowed? You are a hand of Avadon. You can offer the monster whatever it wants. Right. So I'll probably end up working for it. Certainly, I'm not personally rich enough to bribe it. Okay, well, I guess that's all. Hunting Miranda, quest advanced. So, is that... At first I thought I was gonna send back to Monitor Base C. Gonna be sent back, well. I'm not gonna pick logs here. I am gonna take a quick look down here, though. See whether this has been opened up for some magical reason. Probably not, though. No. It has not. Okay. But it, since something was marked on my map, I suppose... this is not where I need to go anyway. Let's take a quick look here before we exit. So, since something has been marked on my map, I suppose Vardigras's lair is a new map entirely. So I'm not sure whether that corruption Zephyr that I'm supposed to investigate is also on that map, or is it, if that is actually on the Monitor Base D map. We'll see, though. Doesn't look like he has any quests for me. Let's quickly make sure. So this is the main quest, obviously. Killer of the Crow. The Wandering Eye, actually, yeah. Artemis is still somewhere around here, isn't she? So maybe we'll learn more about her while we're here, as well as the Killer of the Crow. I'm not sure where he is supposed to be. Council View. Didn't get a new quest. I did talk to Duran when I was in Avadon, but she didn't give me another quest. Corruption Zephyr, we have a new one. Hunting the Swarms, we have a new one. Right, and we'll see whatever mutant materials we'll end up finding, as well as maybe more drake skin, even though I don't really think... Ah yes, this has now opened up. Yeah, I don't really think we need anything more made from those drake skins, but maybe once we have turned in enough, the quest will be removed from our quest log. We'll see. It doesn't need to, really, but I kind of like it that way, you know, for more of an organized look. Okay, this is the hole that's been supposedly dug out. That doesn't look like a mere hole in the rock wall. Looks very much like a pretty sturdy door. Save the game. Take a look inside. Oh, this is definitely the burrow Monitor Saber described. Something with strong, sharp claws recently burrowed out of this tunnel. You can still hear the scratching and digging, but oddly none of the burrows are to be seen. You rest a hand on the wall and feel the vibration. Something is here and digging right now. You just aren't sure where. Well, so long as there's only one way to take. I don't really have much of a choice anyway. Oh, this does look messy. The passage... Oh, now I see what's digging. The passage ends in a wide chamber with a low ceiling. There are, unsurprisingly, several horrors at the far end of the cave. The muscular, eyeless beasts are digging merrily away. They don't notice you at first. Then they feel the vibration of a footstep. They turn toward you as one. Then you hear a smashing sound behind you. A wall collapses, followed by another and another. The burrowers were hiding in the rock, waiting for prey. Awesome. That's what I want to hear. Right, so at first I thought maybe they collapsed the tunnel behind me and I have to, I don't know, take the long way out, but for the time being, apparently only more of those creatures are gonna approach from behind. So best course of action would be to put down a turret. I think they're gonna come into melee probably, so I'm gonna put down a freezing turret here. It appears hasted. Nice. You can start shooting one of these brutal shredders. I guess you can do some of this. Nice. Okay, they don't seem super tough at all. But they like doing this apparently. Teleporting in and knocking back. Fortunately though, they refrain from locking us in place, as so many of these enemies like to do. Oh, Spectral Sorcerer. Okay, so not just these things. I mean, is this Spectral Sorcerer the source of these creatures? Did he summon them, or is he just another summoned creature? Okay, he's immune to ice, that's for sure. Anti-battle frenzy, that one. Well, you won't have time to enjoy that hastened status very much. Why don't you go ahead and kill this one. Kalita can go ahead and stun the Spectre. Okay, it is immune to ice, but it's very much not immune to physical attacks. Yep, he's still immune, and also still stunned. Not immune to fire. Why don't you go ahead and finish off this one. Actually, retreat a little bit this way, so the shredders have to come a bit closer. I don't want the battle to, move the heart of the battle to move too far in this direction. So all the enemies will be outside the range of the turret. Well, it seems like that's not really happening here. Oh, come on, don't miss. Well, both of these might die from the next attack of the turret. We'll see though. You can attack this one. Okay, good. Good, it died from acid. Perfect. That's what I like to see. That was easy. Get a gold necklace to sell. Iron glaive. Iron gauntlets. Some plain old money. A chisel. Huh, there it is. A metal pitcher. Fortunately, completely worthless. And another battle rune stone. Okay. Anything else? Yep, more money. More gold ring. More rocks. Is there any switch on the walls? No? Maybe something inside of one of these. Very lucky, except maybe for the horse. I don't know, aren't horseshoes ultimately good for the horse? I mean, they're there to protect the hooves, right? Make them sturdier. Oh, hello there. Why didn't you join the fray to begin with? And why is Khalida still standing there? That's weird. Not that we need her, obviously. Wand of Venom. Well, to be quite honest, I have so many of those. I mean, maybe not necessarily wands of Venom. In fact, well, I have 2 more. I'm not realistically ever gonna use them up. Well, this one has 6 charges, so I guess I'm gonna sell this one. They're also pretty weak damage-wise, so not really all that useful to begin with. Huh, a beaker. Go figure. Well, that was that. I think I'm gonna pause the recording real quick and go ahead and turn in the quest before I end the episode, so hang on a second. Hello, Saber. I searched that hole. I was almost killed by monsters, and that's far from the truth, really. You tell Saber the tale. He listens summarily, takes a deep swallow of ale, and curses. It isn't supposed to be like this. The horrors aren't supposed to come that fast. It should be months before shredders arrive in force. I thank you for your help, Otanto. Without you, I would have lost several warriors I could not spare. Yet, I wish you had brought better news. I will have to talk to Ophira. A long, curved blade and a sack of coins are brought to you. A reward, and well earned. Thank you. This is the most help Avadon has been to us in a very long time. I'm glad to help. Anything else I can hunt? Not yet. I'm sure they're out there. I just don't know where. Keep checking in with me. Oh, and there's one wing to the east that has been sealed off for a while. I don't think anyone is back there, but it's worth a look. I'll have it unlocked for you. Oh, well, that's unexpected. Let's take a real quick look at this scimitar. Wow, that's actually decent damage. Less ability recharge time, nice. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Oh yeah, by the way, I have decided to give this Tinker Mage Shortblade a shot. Also took the Sheltering Buckler, actually the only shield I had left. I had given that to Alkander, who's now shieldless. This is slightly better damage, but it does not give me 2 points to blade training and turret craft, and I think at least the blade training, that should be 2 points, should be like 10% extra damage, right? So that seems like it's still better. And yeah, the scimitar is not quite as good as her Blade Master's steel, which should better be good. I mean, I had to do unspeakable things to get that. So there's that. You know what? Actually, I might want to give this to someone back in Avadon, so... Right, this episode is already becoming pretty long. I guess, as this unexpectedly opened up, we'll be going to check out the abandoned East Wing next time, before heading towards Monitor Base D to deal with that Corruption Zephyr. And then we're gonna visit a dragon. For the time being, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Till then, have a wonderful time and bye-bye.